Hey everyone, and welcome back to Words of Wisdom. Never let anyone cross you again, okay? For me, this isn't about being rude, acting tough, pretending you're better than everyone else. No, it's about knowing your worth, respecting yourself, refusing to let people constantly disrespect you or take advantage of your kindness, okay? Many of us spend years trying to keep the peace. We stay quiet when something bothers us. We say yes when we really want to say no. We let things slide because we don't want conflict and we don't want people to dislike us. We tell ourselves it's easier just to move on and avoid the drama. But the problem is, when you keep allowing the same behavior, people start thinking it's okay. Every time you ignore a boundary that's been crossed, you're teaching people how to treat you. And over time, those little things can turn into patterns that slowly wear down your confidence and self-respect. Always remember that. Being unapologetically yourself isn't about having an attitude. It's about becoming comfortable enough with who you are that you stop shrinking yourself to make everyone else comfortable. You stop feeling guilty for taking up space. You stop apologizing for having needs, opinions, boundaries. Your time matters. Your energy matters. Your feelings matter. And most importantly, your self-respect matters. Now, that doesn't mean you need to react to everything, okay? In fact, one of the strongest things you can do is stay calm. Not every situation deserves a confrontation. Before reacting, always ask yourself, was this an honest mistake or is this becoming a pattern? There's a huge difference. Someone forgetting something once isn't the same as someone constantly disrespecting your time. Someone disagreeing with you isn't the same as someone trying to put you down. Learning to recognize that difference can save you a lot of unnecessary stress. Okay? When a real boundary gets crossed, you don't need a dramatic speech or a long explanation. Sometimes confidence sounds like this. That wasn't okay with me. I don't appreciate that. Don't do that again. That doesn't work for me. Simple, clear, direct. Right? A lot of people struggle with this because they worry that they'll come across as being mean, but being clear about what you will and won't accept isn't mean. It's healthy. The people who genuinely respect you will understand that. One thing many people learn as they get older is that not everyone is going to like the version of you that has boundaries. That's guaranteed. The moment you stop saying yes to everything, some people will call you selfish. The moment you stop tolerating disrespect, some people will call you difficult. The moment you start having standards, some people will say you've changed, and maybe you have. That's called growth. Some people get comfortable with the version of you that's easy to control, right? They like the version of you that never pushes back, never says no, and never challenges their behavior. When you start respecting yourself more, they may not like it because they benefited from the old version of you. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Boundaries without consequences don't mean much. If someone keeps disrespecting you and nothing ever changes, you're basically telling them you'll continue putting up with it. People pay attention to what you tolerate far more than what you say. Sometimes self-respect isn't about what you say, it's about what you stop allowing. You stop giving endless chances to people who keep hurting you. You stop chasing people who don't value you. You stop explaining yourself to people who don't want to understand. Right? You stop sacrificing your peace just to keep everyone happy. And that's where real change begins. The biggest misconception is having boundaries makes you rude. It doesn't. You can be kind and still say no. You can be respectful and still walk away. You can care about people and still refuse to accept poor treatment. Being a good person doesn't mean being a doormat. You don't always need the last word. Not every criticism deserves your attention. Not every argument deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves a place in your life. A lot of peace comes from realizing that you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Do you understand? Sometimes the strongest response is no response at all. At the end of the day, never let anyone cross you again is really about self-respect. It's about deciding that you're no longer going to betray your own values just to be accepted by other people. Treat people well, be kind, be respectful, give others the same courtesy and understanding you'd want for yourself. But also expect that same respect in return. And if someone repeatedly shows you they don't respect you, stop trying to convince them to value you. Instead, adjust your access, adjust your trust, adjust your presence. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your life. The goal isn't to become harder, colder, or more distant. The goal is to become stronger, to become the kind of person you can confidently say, this is who I am. I'll treat you with respect, but I'm not giving up my self-respect just to earn your approval, period. Okay? If this message hit home, take a second to like, share, and subscribe. You never know who might need this reminder today. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me. I appreciate every one of you. I love you all. God bless.